So right after another major championship in golf, a stacked event this week on the PGA Tour. One of the historic stops every single season. We go to Colonial in Dallas for the Charles Schwab Challenge. Keith Stewart joins us for a second consecutive segment to look at a new week on the PGA Tour. And Keith, back in Dallas, Scottie Scheffler returns home to his newborn and his wife after a tumultuous week in Louisville. But as we shared, a very strong final round that reminds why Scottie Scheffler is the best golfer on planet Earth at this moment. And then you see the odds for the Charles Schwab Challenge, where Scottie Scheffler is plus 260 and everybody else is 12-1 or greater than that. So, Keith, I ask you first, how do you expect Scottie Scheffler to perform after the week at Valhalla back near his home?
Scottie Scheffler likes to win. And the only reason he didn't win last week was because he was processed. I mean, at the end of the day, he would have definitely won that tournament. And everyone on property feels the same way. And even Xander would say, hey, the door was open. There was an opportunity because of all the controversy that was circling around him. And I was able to get through and win and beat Bryson. I mean, all of those guys were thankful for that. I mean, just look at this odds board. Look how long all the other odds are versus Scotty. Scotty, this place, they've come here for, 77 years, but in the 78th, they've done a complete transformation to this golf course. Gil Hanse, the architect who did Southern Hills, he did the Country Club, a couple of majors over the last few years. He has restored this place back to the days of Ben Hogan. And in doing so, he's only made it easier for Scottie Scheffler to win. He's put more of an emphasis on approach. The second thing is that you're going to need a new game plan. These guys that have been coming here for 4, 5, 7 years, whoever in the field, this is going to be a new setting for them. They have to figure out the layout, what changes have been made. And of course, Gil Hanse, he restored the golf course and he made it shorter, guys. I mean, how many times do we hear that, right? So obviously this is going to be a thinking man's opportunity, of which Scotty is the best in the field at. And scoring wise, it's not the longest golf course in the world. Scotty's the best scorer, short game wise, and not necessarily always with the putter. But boy, he is some cerebral golfer. And if we're making this a challenge about adaptability and approach, then, Scheffler's odds are actually very accurate.
It's pretty crazy. He's a plus 260 to win this week, which is incredible when you think about Morikawa at a 12-1 price, Spieth at a 20-1. We haven't seen these type of numbers in a long, long time. But tell us a little bit about that golf course and how it plays out. And also, Keith, are there any chances down the line for some longer shots to try to win this, knowing, as what you just said, it's not the same golf course that we're used to seeing over the past couple of years?
Well, Donnie, if we go back, let's say a decade, the average winner's odds is somewhere in the plus 4,000 range. So we have seen some longer shots. Just a year ago, we had Emiliano Grillo win, and he was triple digits. So it can definitely happen here. And it has a lot to do with the fact that the skill set that is needed is such on the PGA Tour that a lot of guys have it, right? Almost a majority of the approach shots, roughly 45% of the approach shots, are going to be coming in from that 125 to 175 range. Well, you're not on the tour if you're not very good in that range, right? A lot of accuracy off the tee. Length isn't as needed as it was a week ago. So this really kind of fits in the wheelhouse of a lot of the guys that, I'm favoring as early leans because they are just absolutely excellent approach players. And when they get the ball on the green, they can score and capitalize on those birdie chances.
So here it is, the early leans on the early line. Keith, who are some golfers that you're looking at this week at Colonial?
Right there in the middle of the board, I see tremendous value. The first one's Tom Hoagie. I am ready for a Hoagie sandwich this week down there in Fort Worth. This guy he is a top 3 approach player on tour, and we're including Scotty in that conversation and Xander in that conversation. This guy just leads the field in radar and accuracy. When you're talking about hitting his 8-iron, his 9-iron, his wedge, he's excellent. He's proven it before at Pebble Beach, which is another positional golf course. The second guy, Taylor Moore. 12th last week at Valhalla. Great short game, great iron player, plus 6,600. This guy won at the Valspar, which is another great comp for here. Get the ball and play off the tee, and then attack with that iron play.
Keith, did you know that Donnie Rightside used to own a chain of Hoagie shops in South Jersey?
I did not, but you know what? If I were him, I would be investing in more sandwiches this week in Fort Worth. There's no doubt about that.
No mayo on that Hoagie.
Serendipitous.
Remember that.
No mayo. No mayo. Keith, never forget that. No mayo on the Hoagie, only a Tom, and maybe a winner this week at the Charles Schwab Challenge. Keith Stewart, we appreciate the time on this Tuesday morning on the Early Line. Thanks for being here for 2 segments.